87.5 FM and DAB radio.
Don't crabble. Nonga biabo United Kingdom. Kasebo ahura yensa kan omemni mahuru bison ya to di Nyankonton Nsem. Ene de katokra obosuma etusu asianim. Crucial day. Crucial month. Onyame yadoma ochena ayesa obobo second half no bebo na je sa afin watch mabien. Woti yenka Ghana ha 87.5 FM. Kasafri onyame yadom nti yetre yenta ben. Dano meko mikrom ku mengun be biara kropon mikrom tutu be bia wote hwe demu ho pa London nso onyame adomara kwa biribia ono onyame ye 92.4 FM dano hemia be ka ku apimpi wo ho ye bebuem atom one of the finest e bi nsi wo ho da na wotie ni nyina ye internet so edika safiri nankasa ye ba bebuem wo ho DAB Plus Manchester enu echi nso no wa download app no be bia wonam biara ene unam Germany, Italy, Belgium, ninyina beti Rainbow Radio International. Ene ubehu GH, nefe UK, na una osenge no, na una okono. Na nuya chino Rainbow Radio Online.com. Na wakinkana poto kasem, nefe uniyang ananteo. Ene ye da eradia CSA, etivi Nsem netwagwi.
Yantia siye dientia, usujia ya dema wo, sansu kwa su mraju susukwa ya sandema wo, nenso, Ghana fwa wa mupeso mutietia wanu monsrenye ema yemfama wanu mwa demonstrate biantu kwesi ati anopai ya ne security analyst biedi nkomo wa chedi ntia
na ya do be ko eye omaya to ya mantam ni akwa akohwe apiate mobaka ya to renchem si yonu explosion ya nam so ma oman na na se kuro no de ni nyina da eche grabu wosoafo a wono ena hwe yensa ase ni obade ne pa onsam so de atudwa so yaba besi kuro no kura fufuro besisi adan de ama wo mo ye bedi nkomo
sola ye soy ye hu bribi papa bi ahye ne ho akonfo ma wayo nyame dia ye bewuram den ne farba
wey ene fufuro pi na video of the day ya be kiremo eye pantoma why say ne de opo ka na agbo enti na ye the video of the day video papa wedding ya wonu mo yo ene fufule full wedding panzo na ejesia to agiba bia ye bedi nkomo wie ama so wate ase ne mfa na ase no ma last result homeopathic clinic any alternative clinic no na Blue Skies chese ya nonom de ahodi wo mu ankasa adom city estate ye wa hankofo dan ya chotom sidan na ye wo ye de ediato sanso na studio 502 sebra ne ntwumi live enfamom Grace homeopathic clinic se Ghana henna ye ne ye the leading homeopathic clinic ya ye tie adwuma na se na Lumi Trust se oh wa mukuta Lumi Fantre ne atemita ene de aka kanyina ye tuma lewi asese deku fly quarter ke se ne ye susu atuyi wo ma hede siesie bia poti bia omuti si adan ene nsase efie beto ase kuma bi ne den fiewura anase asase wura Prophecy Scientific Herbal Center say ye huhumu yade anase honam fam yade wo ba ye bedi yale ne ba ne amu apom den
ye live on Facebook no so na we Rainbow Radio 7.5 ye live o hono wakinkan for eye kwabena Japan mene
kwajo esiedu ansa ene obia biako
mame yafra enchi wesiako
imprempremi muma yentie Nsemini mu angasa yedoroko sola watifi mantem na mani ababa kan yensan emu ya wiram emu ya den bosuma to siasia ne yawie na new okena ne yawire esonnum na ayade a wokere se bosuma ye homobron ne da so aduonu awotwe ne nansan yara na okwahye ne ho akomfo e wo sola chrome savannah mantam foforo no na mani ne kira eyawire ho sempa ni nyina ne se owura yi na langadua a ni nyina mu no biribiara onne budinkomo ekwa animie na yentumi hu se ntawantawa bi na abawo se den ade o enti na nsan no hu dwuru won se opanyin anadwo konkura anadwo wa modern de support edi gware bi minim se support no net de ni bia na tete ni bi ori she ne kon na nsam ne ba ne yese da bi ye wa abelempe ni sola bafuro ka be sa nan Prince Kwame Tamaklo sola boyamane
Brakojo me kase die amanfo a omo ewo sola tuna kaba mansini mu specifically kura de edit sola no ye ateme kano abo mu fa se ban se amanfo e show mu akonfo no ade a echiwade kese ewo sola ekurudua no onom na enti we assassin we won say abrantie a wedi 24 years inusa don dada any dedia amount for any abrantie ono na girlfriend and the gifty any edi omode emi say gifty ese one abrantie no don dada entimi ent na biem na adekudinti a one abrantie entimi ent na biem say o say abrantie no eni ejumaye enti obita abrantie bia na ane o man excuse we na say osofo bi a oba honom enche eti mo betimi aboa na ane gift etimi adie enti ma gift ekoka osofo yi ho na ane prayer camp a mo bie no abrantie enya ne tie say gift ene osofo yi twempna enti wakopi mu o ta prayer camp no we na don dada ekopi mu o ta prayer camp ya okoya ampa gift ene osofo yi nyina ewo ta prayer camp no ewo sola enti ema ehu ebo no ena de okate wo so ona abuja pom ko eso oba isia okoye no hu yie ewo nwe mu hono bebi we ena ne abranti ekope ahoma bia ane odi sel ho akonfo ewo nwe mu ewo sola program wati edu kate de abranti do dada wato na nanom ewo nsi edu nyina se ono na girlfriend da na mpuna a ona na etna te pa no wakoto se oni osofo bi at the prayer camp ni nyina osofo no ati don dada ge enti we ena nam so a abranti akose no akonfo ya no de ewo sola
Tamaklo
miya
enti se utie mu no kire se ne yira na ne mpra gift no
gift ni na mpna omo ware
ana wabue ma obi foforo sa na osusu nin
gift no ja gift so no ntimi ent na enti na ko hwe gift no mpo na ane wa pa na tel enti amanfo ena ka kire de so na gift ni se ono osofo bi na twemp na odebi ada no gift osofo no prayer camp ewo yire bi mu ewo sola honom enti ema don dada no edi echi ekopie mu osa prayer camp na honom ena mpa okotu gift ene osofo no ewo honom
enti eje se obi bo na mane no ana gift hu do ayesa amanti odi achi akọ osofo no nso kwoto example no osofo no ho na esa ama no kuma ebu afa so ma wakwahye ne ho akomfo yi
sa pe enti busiafo chiri mu a ehu ebo na pa na ombo wa munyi obno munimi se obetimi ebetia anam we so ema abrante na akwahye ne ho akomfo enti nura na oka che onso o fa nura no ho no like okoye ne ho yie na obeta ba enti omo twen ya na ane abrante o ma ane buko pie mu ewo nura mu ho no ma omo hwe abrante na wahye ne ho akomfo ewo ho no
au bo awira ho sem ni mpem se eni ehu otanma awu Tamaklo yerbesia Avra
yes
now can bribi
te ayo obentia meboa
o se ne mpra no te so sofu bewe ana obo modin akwadi achi so okoto so sofu no we nti nani hu na ese bu no kuma ne se okwi ge ne ti ase wo na wawu
fere no wo de nka fanyina mo
but ge ne ti ase
na de na sofu we hu se na boy no wo
o se Tamaklo chess on nejan
no ma jan no se ne we de
when say the edges are heading
na sa broken heart no before during and after
when bisa kwamna
kwamna broken heart da
menya bi de bi acha broken heart de usisu sa brante ababa wa de ya ba ku bi be form feature and de menya ba ko pen menya ba ko
ma ground say
e ko me pa
me se bisa kwabna maga bisa kwabna entu boy ya na osampe ya yenga news
ya samo so nyawe ngu e ma obenti
abusu adwane yo Facebook no so yende ehia me pa Rainbow Radio 87.5 adwane yo ho yanka
entu obenti ngu efisa baba ko peku a a man pem na bebe wo yes aba be sie wo ote be man nti nso enwu hwe woni be ma bi crash wo so a kwadwo se kwabra se wo mfi went no uku anya sa sister ho fe wate kwabra se wo mpa wa mane nko na kwadwo be ba ye nto so ne nko ye nimu na studio 502 se oh be shumi live at the amount ye de camera pa se camera nie na esi so be ma na oba anadom na ne jese mu ko benkum na camera nie mu ko ni fa na camera oh sound picture quality jeje na e ba se bia multiple camera production nomni documentaries ne corporate video production na get advertising in studio rentals ni nyina dia oh na no so kwa de wo san studio 502 ho akwa ko wu fa ni nya bre ye ne enye na ye mfa mawo ye directors editors cameramen and a motion graphic designers a one map brinti adwuma na sentino ye kon do adwuma no ne yenim de ye bia for ye sisi a 0244 933 944 0244 933-944 Studio 502 say or the digital video expert eno na me cheche mo sa de na chese wo sa ye ho akwu pem srew fa ho boye na emo a wa ye camera nko an internet ne social media nko ade a Studio 502 ye nto akase bo no so na ye nko ye nim ye ntiase de ntia chese ne na abesha obi se wo ye demonstration tia ban bi adwuma bi mo bi so ye demonstration school for so mo ye demonstration mra se badwa fie na anu so kwa demonstration na ye se Ghana ha ne de ampa efi nkwalema company ni di otwato no ye so ba wo demonstration ho ye ba kope ida se be sitaise na ya se school buses ni ya side administration block ana ye beto opposite for bo ana se ye bury ballot papers for parliament na se ye so ba ne de sa na no mu na nra ene nansa ene se Ghana ye din demonstration se wan hwani a arise Ghana for ye ya wonum de che bufo de tra ben se petrol boy dine dodo se kenka first pa 50 pesos ne kenka 3 cedis ya no nso kra woto a dis woto ba miensa kra nsa na so na ntina nkwa ne boy dine ne kanka mu ene full stops num ne ade ade ntia ban yi wote adwa so ya mampene kufo de ne da wonum anu yi ede na wo yo ntatisa de a wonum tintos kwa de atra ban no ma tra ban ne se de akoso ne de wo bonyo sokra wo mo kasa magana fo nyina ente ya abane mpa bibinya mfa ho ye hu de kokko ye oh nanye piten abo pa na de se asodes fo no ne asodes fo kra ma pose fo no wo ma da Steven ade amati momofo a wono mo kasa omutiri hu no e na ye pa wo mabo se ya eno na no pai wo ye front line money show dwumade ne so wabra kwa breja pound 10 dwom ena woni security analyst woni kwesa ye international relation expert adib sani ahwo fe edi nkomo no obusa se yera sani na wankasa de wo hye ene na sa demonstration no na wo hye no ade soso a ekose no so ene na nsa na obibi kan ede fa ho na obetumi a kire de nti a manfa wo ye demonstration no motoro to sa na so owura menko no say sa mantra bia wo mkeka se order from above no eno na tu manfo na so bo akura twa wono mo adankra mu asese nam sa ye sunti a wono mo yes ha demonstration sa ka sabi wo ho na so obi bufu na okaka ho a ene de hu ye sa pepepe ne betumi asie.
Confusion, even though I criticize and I condemn throwing of stones on the police personnel, I think there's order from above and a also Thursday demonstration, all the violence. Who are relationship issues? Who call Councillor Honeyman? The first thing Councillor Bayer is to let it out. I mean, get it off your chest. It calms your nerves and prepares you for the next phase. So Ghanaians complaining over assembly day also with respect to National Cathedral, we see a bad benevolence from private citizens. One committee over 200 million of taxpayers' money into that project. We see a Nisika Ghana almost was at a collapse for e-levy. Okay, after e-levy and from nowhere, Utia architect for drawing keke $22 million identity. So people are complaining, people are angry. So if they come out to protest, just let them be. But if prevent or more, then are pushing them more and more to the wall, and they could become belligerent. And that's exactly what we saw. And if we say police, according to order from above, okay? And so order from above,
overflow, which is highly likely to be from the Jubilee House, is what caused the confusion. So as to make it look like demonstrators will only
Rainbow Radio 87.5 FM.
And what's in our own for a deep sunny chest? Way and an answer, dear, yeah, do ye, and then your coffee pinch and banana no watch your mono. And I could break upon Betty Saint, and runs to swear, not so, my dear, a pa, no so chedian tea, and they said in an issue, so yes, sir, Mount for one more tiano, it to Michelle one was
Anyway, as they agreed in principle, almost far route, almost far Jubilee House, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. What are we talking about? The way your constitution has been crafted, there's absolutely no way whatsoever. Police or independent. However, police officers are almost very professional. Okay, they would stand up to the politician, driven more by rather than principles, rather than the interest of the state. So police, they are per se unsatisfied politicians. Not to change your sleeping place, like they say, and they cause you problems really. But out the police, only a professional, they are according to their training, without any interference from anywhere. The wish of the SC.
Rainbow Radio 87.5 FM.
Way a penny pie, wabne, a ban bambo mus and Samoa, a sanso banu conforma so dianum ne bamboa, oh, a brimupa. And none about Focasa Moya Sanaman say, why a security analyst or sanso international relation expert, Nidi ene on Manyam for a deep sunny.
Yo, don't croak a sebo, and I was so Rainbow Radio International. Ceciana. Kofiasuku ebaha na nasem nyina ne se okoto abrewa bi owo mfirihia du okron anum 95 years na abrewa no bo tactics obo ni nyina no wabo tactics 55 aduonum anum kire se nisisi mu ye ding se benta abrewa wo ya beba wate hu na atwam na wo ya beba ni nyina secret na ani last resort homeopathic clinic and alternative no je ni nru na se wachi nompe efe unan kotodwe kurano na yi ne ube biara ye numpe whatever the bones obe buga ongatene amawo if the doctor for no ba afia no waburochiri efe yi obu ho ampaso egweno ni atenka nti odawa beka se funu anadu ewu atenka na inna you atenka no wom ese was park atenka na spark sa eni je nkun azada no ngantu akakura wonte eni je ni mbacha ohwenga chiko nungwa kantamanto if you know Alaji Tabora and a somenya Freyen was 0550 042377 0243 327038 last resort wa dancing sika kete
na abusia se de nsuo no gusu a etoto no epacho na nipa bebre no ani atutu aka wonsem ebi mu dabre mu enye na enamsa ye so mankrofo aso aye hyepa fly cotex se de oyema olasia no oyama afi nso ne nsa ase adayie ka so akoti ne mpatam oye ho nkrata nyina de aka ho de ama mansu ni ho ensuo to enyiri mfa so ni nyina 4,800 Ghana cedis pe ana fly cotex de ma wo asase no ehun nkrata bibia 100 protopen we yesi won ma wodi se adwuma ya ye to nsa fro se beka ho wo chichire whole community e wo ka so akoti empatamu hodomo ya nti bomodin se odo ani be kire fly cotex wo kwa 1 cedi kura wuntua je se ye do akwa aba no ani je ho ansa ne ne wa ye nhyehyeye owo ka so a oban GCB bank na e wo ka so wini ba kwa ne so no o track so overhead no a onsa benkum so ho a e wo wini ba kwa ne so frɛ 0546 84 3770 0546 84 3770 and 0244 43 5345
Prophecy Scientific Herbal Center sefa yade ni na bra oh say ye hu de say ye hu namfa de hia ne sa wa wo pepa ne say yade na mabre no mempe yade ne biem onya de tum sa apomni kwa ya wo de in advance and sample na watu na de si Prophecy Scientific Herbal Center na Prophecy Scientific Herbal Center say utie de prophecy no a nyamensa wom uche scientific na o ya bene pa na eba ne heba ne na eche se yediem ya head at na se ena ya den dan ya tosa e wo hahama no bra no tan ene nunsiri ene de keka ho nyinamu enti se wodo ya de na ba ana wodi problem bia ba ne de se wonya hotoso se eso ne form ne aka bomu asese ya de eje oba na se bia wo yensa dwam ana se bema wodi wo something edi agro wonsam masturbation anya kula abaya bi so ha wodi ne something so assistia na anopana ne sanam so ewia ne sanam so aba memma na ebuei ma akora se ma akora ti ase Nyankopon ayi babro no aka se na etwato no bema ba ku bia ne manson ma akora se wa wale ba ku pe ayi kwabena wa ba ku pe asugu kwa de won no ena ayi Joshua odi ya ntino munyina no ni kwansa ugro ho sa oba e wo sa utumi bata bema na bema twiw di mu ode na ayi da yeson bone ene te bi obi a sha obi a woni so chronic diseases ahomtio stomach ulcer enum prostate cancer stroke diabetes ni eye problems nyina Prophecy Scientific Herbal Center na Accra Highway Masaman Stadium Junction kwantempo no aso ye ni MPP office no e wodan krom frey was 0592 952227 0592 952227 and 0592 952211 0592 952211 Abreponso yo Kumasi Girls Senior High School and also no after 0245 786 747 0245 786-747 Prophecy Scientific Herbal Center for ya de nyina akọ na yemo apomden
good abusia gutu pramani ada ho ne se Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama mene wo kasa efa the economy of Ghana eho sisi ya nti ya de wo ekọ na ya mane bofo ewo ho no mo ya bro live update de free dwumadie no ase na chese ohwe Ghana ye ka ye de ye sika se de ye di no covid ni ade o mampani dada John Dramani Mahama na kasa enti no yemfa nko ho mra wo na afi no ye nto aso
and impunity by refusing to account for the utilization of public funds even when such demands are made by Parliament. Parliament actually had to drag the Minister of Finance by the ear to come and answer a few questions. A case in point is the resistance mounted by this government against accounting for the use of COVID-19 funds, despite several calls for same to be done, including through parliamentary questions, until a threat by the Speaker to block all the business of the Finance Ministry in the House finally compelled the Minister to show up. That's why I said he was dragged by the ear. Contrary to expectations that they will at least end the practices that have put us in this mess, they seem determined and are relentless in their bid to worsen our plight. In my address last month, I called for the immediate placement of a moratorium on new non-concessionary borrowing as a way of halting the rapid rise of the public debt beyond unsustainable levels. I suggested that this government should immediately enter negotiations with our multilateral partners with a view to engaging our creditors to restructure our debt and ease the debt service burden in order to offer us desperately needed respite, even as corrective measures are applied to our seriously ailing economy. This government has shown no inclination towards doing this, despite not having any clear plan to deal with the problem. The lack of a credible plan has led to the resort to even more borrowing as the public debt gets out of hand and wreaks havoc on our finances. The very limited options that we have in view of the messed up state of our economy means that any further borrowing would be very expensive and detrimental to our interests. It is little wonder that last week the finance minister took a very inimical $1 billion syndicated loan to Parliament for consideration and approval. The loan is made up of $250 million from a consortium of banks comprising Standard Chartered and other Rand Merchant Bank and Standard Bank of South Africa. And they also took a $750 million component from Nsem Bank. These combined $1 billion will have great implications for our economy if it's approved. The terms of this loan are extremely unfavorable and cannot be in the interest of the Ghanaian people for the following reasons. 1, to begin with, it will add a colossal 8 billion Ghana cedis to our debt, which is already above 400 billion. The cost of insurance alone for the $250 million insurance alone is $40.6 million. The total interest payable and other costs on this $250 million loan, which has a 5-year tenure, amounts to $86.85 million. So if we take $250 million, we will insure by $40 million. By the time we pay in 5 years' time, we would have paid $86 million of the $250 million. The total cost, therefore, for borrowing the $250 million components amounts to $127.5 million. For the $750 million component, this is the Afri-Exim one, interest payments and other costs, excluding insurance premium and or collateral, come up to about $383 million over a 7-year tenure. And so we're taking $750 million over a 7-year tenure. We're taking $750 million. By the time we finish paying, $383 million would have been paid as interest and other charges. So put together, that's the total cost the taxpayer $351 million in interest and other charges. The repayment schedules for both components mean that this government will be saddling any new government that comes that replaces it with an additional $1.438 billion to pay within 5 to 7 years, starting from the first quarter of 2025. That's the thing about this loan. Repayment starts in 2025. And that's the thing about this government. Spend today and leave the problem to whoever will come after. Added to the total of 2.775 billion in 2025 and 2026 Eurobonds, the next government will have to cough up about $3 billion, while the current exchange rate, 24 billion cedis, within 15 months of taking office, just to retire and service 4 loan items. The $3 billion needed for this will virtually wipe out our net international reserves, which will seriously undermine the economy. In the 4 years between 2025 and 2029, $3.7 billion dollars, or approximately 30 billion Ghana cedis, will be required to retire maturing Eurobonds alone. And so it shows the challenge that whichever administration takes over is going to have to face because of the reckless, borrowing and attitude of the current administration. This will be in addition to the tens of billions of cedis in debt service payment for other loans that will have to be paid from 2025 onwards. Unlike the situation in 2017, where we had a very visionary government and a very capable finance minister, this current government in 2017 inherited a sinking fund set up under the NDC with over $200 million in it. As he explained, the sinking fund, you put some money in to make for a rainy day. If a debt becomes due, you don't now have to go running to look for money. You just take out of the sinking fund and pay. And we knew that the Kufuor Eurobond was due for payment in September the next year. And so he left some money in the sinking fund. And so when the new administration came, they just took money from there and paid off the Kufuor Eurobond. That is not going to be the case with the next administration. This administration is bent on spending everything and even leaving collateralized funds to the next administration.
Rainbow Radio.
And as I said, even worse is the fact that this government has collateralized almost all revenue streams and is seeking to collateralize more, including our gold royalties, under the dubious Ejapa deal. In view of the above, we in the NDC cannot lend support to the $1 billion syndicated loan agreement, and our MPs are poised to oppose and vote against it in Parliament. One of the rationales given for seeking the loan is the need for foreign exchange to shore up our reserves, which have dwindled considerably in the last few months. This government knows that the wisest thing to do in these circumstances is to improve our reserve position, and that is to seek balance of payment support from multilateral institutions like the IMF. Because this balance of payment support will come at concessionary rates and at very minimal cost that are certainly nowhere near the astronomical and prohibitive cost that that is associated with this syndicated 1 billion loan. We wish to serve notice going forward that the NDC in Parliament will not support any further non-concessionary borrowing or loans that are not project-specific with clear and unambiguous terms of the benefit to our nation. We will not partake in the destruction of the Ghanaian economy, which this government appears so bent on doing.
Rainbow Radio 87.5
Perhaps the
FM.
knowledge by President Akufo-Addo and his head of the economic management team and his finance minister that they will not be in government in the very near future to carry this debt burden has emboldened them to act so irresponsibly by borrowing this much under such exorbitant terms and conditions. It is also entirely possible that this unbridled borrowing binge is partly motivated by the fact that the personal fortunes of the finance minister and other regime actors have been significantly enhanced with the tens of millions of Ghanaian cedis that have accrued in their private firms as transaction advisory fees for all the bond issuances. Whatever the case may be, this appetite for borrowing has proven catastrophic for our economy and has done real damage. It is well known to every economic and financial watcher that the real problem with our economy is not that we do not have enough money to spend on priority needs requiring more borrowing. It is that we have borrowed too much, and a chunk of our revenue is going into servicing that debt, leaving very little for anything else. If this revenue were free and available to us, we'll be in a much better place to meet many of our needs, and the rigidities and their attendant consequences on all sectors would have been eased. It is evident, therefore, that the solution to the problem lies with taking the bold steps to restructure our debts to get some relief from pumping far too much revenue into debt servicing on an annual basis and channeling the savings into priority areas that will benefit our people directly. The Akufo-Addo administration knows this too well, but political posturing, empty grandstanding, and a morbid fear of their own pedestrian politicking around less serious problems of the recent past have immobilized and frozen them into action. Inaction which continues to run our economy aground and worsening the living conditions of our people by the day. And with this, I'm referring to their criticism of my administration when we decided to go to the IMF. They said it's only lazy governments that go to the IMF. And I mean, the words they said in that past have come to haunt them. So one of the reasons why they're afraid to go to the IMF is that what they said in the past will follow them. There appears to be an uncanny desire to kick the can down the road in the hope that it will end up at the feet of a new administration that will take over from them in 2025.
Radio
The current path
87.5 FM.
Ghana Mampani Dada John Dramani Mahama and our tenant can Uguso our kasa about the economy of Ghana. The Wakani say nature Kahodwa. Ghana abo wasina penso wo mu create senken fan se de be ya nkaja ya de sika kakra begum na se ko ba se bisia bi a ya bobra so se wo si etua na sika ni wa ne akofa ne de etua aban we ba wadi senken fan no mu sika nyina buburo kwansi ne wo mu nyina wadi ama chese bi na ho na aban fufura aban we kwa wo beba no ne ho be kire no papa pesan sa aban we wadi sika wo ho nyina ma da chi sika nyina wo de sia wo agye ye no so ho mfa so wadi na aban we tam omu opposition e ka se ono dwoma ama na ban no a lazy government not just a quadrama muo into the ma womo call IMF into nebra so say was anke call IMF then so the omo kan ye no aba esa tata om to omu ntimi nko IMF was say aba we mu akonta na finance minister just a parliament so na so twere da etwe no ansa na wakobu akonta no kura so mpo a enya akonta papa bi ana obu ye oguso a wo kasa de aka kire bia na yakase ebo ahodo mu ye de bebre o
Indi said ye ewe Ghana sam wakuni adui obeba say oba wonyeska
sentin wo kasa ho no owi a obema solution ene de e wo say
the key point be say president Kufuor woso no office no oja bribi tuma wo ban wo de tuaka which is ntiti ni kasa ni no say Kufuor ado be ko no onya bibi ntu a oba ado tuaka enti say onu kra wanye specific so no ba o se ni obeba no
de obeba no but ade ba ko ye so sure about de enkoma ye de nyina de ba ko ye so sure about se unya blue sky drink ni bia ye no no eboawo ama enoreshe unipadua ye so sure about it pa say enoreshe unipadua no ema wa hoden ahodo 100% natural ana just a blue skies for the djuma ewo ho ya squeezy natural juice said you free hey anka fresh mango are fresh banana are fresh everything fresh pineapple are fresh and ye dey juicy e dey amawo na ye wo ice cream we be say has cream ye wo has cream nso wo ho no ma oh fresh coconut milk delicious smooth dairy on fresh has cream and kasa dairy free ice cream a chese won saka bia yema oni abusuya ni na o say
say I afraid to say
that first action now
you
enti no ma onsanka bi what ya say who ye event bia na here bia free blue skies 0244 344 578 0244 344 578 and 0540 106291
Yeretia don kroka se boss Rainbow Radio International fini obufa dadefa yede yaburochiri aba Ghana yede Ghana akwa aburochiri yentu ansem no so na eyade a Pan African Parliament sese onga yi opanyin foforo kra nanti opanyin foforo onga yi no nsem so yede beba ne yankwa apiache eyo apiache danu yera ani yenya ne te se apiache ohawato on disaster ene ye bompai ewradie meneno ka se Prestia Huni Valley municipal atoyamantem intenam so ma ban ekọ no kuma mu yie aban do na ene o mampena na do dan kwa Kufuor do da mama Rebecca o se oh your excellency aden no se dabi apiache medam na enam so ma eniro yaran Minister of Lands and Natural Resources Honorable Samuel Jinapo wako asrahwe na abiro duin osa aban ba be chichiri kuro foforo ama won kuro foforo ba be chichiri ama won ye aba efu kuro wa ebe pa wiro hu nyina efi wo yenko ne ne deputy Nadmo municipal Nadmo coordinator Ray Lewis afoni nkomo urafo ye mo haba Rainbow Radio International so
yo me Joseph Michao ni watie fo nyina nso
yo na Prestia Huni Valley apiache ewa abrabot den minister ba honera nkomo ben na ekoso
yo me da se ani senchia tiefo bi ani chia tanifo nyina sa papa ti said e wo kanu na tie enro ada abruwa yi puma kwan ma second minister Mr. Abu Jinapo ebai hey said ye ba dan fufuru mu nhihye tie na de tie nyina ne say ebesi mra BG of what temporal structures ye appear to for kuma said the njita enka on biem nyina no na minister or that said the anu nyina onye akwan mai ebom na pie se na bo Benito Biodie na no pa awia nyimre nyina ye ne nnewa ha ti na wo se minister na nkasa ba na official ordinary befu se eye no kra se dwumadi a omampani suma ne se ye nhwe nyema piatifo nya ba bi ni nka for tinto ahwe kete bi wa amame omni nka for tinto se be ya nsuo ta appear for enya problem being share akoso Joanna na oba ne nso sana na honorable Isaac Dasmania oye MC no odi dwumadi na to na kwan pepepe nti na chese Nsem na enura no oba bedru ni sa wie no nso ye ko order PRT site ho akoye inspection say National Institute of Surveyors nso adwuma omo ba be ye say sisi a oma survey ho nyina na yebetumi start here sidan nso ho adwuma te sei na eno no ntuchem yam yensa ye woko area ho na ye kuro dada ni mu na dan ni na adwirigu inu na say engineers na wie bibia ma minister gitu say nokre okono de amane akobo mampani na bedu e che sisi a die na me ya aduma asase ne so da ho yebetumi ade aso abebo from here start here si apiete for dan no efe ye wie ni e ba camp ha nkasa be he be ano no da tent ni mu say ye nokre ya mo dan no matumu ampa ne chese no nso o si ayo yo owie no ni o mampo di nkita ho o de tu obi bia ni se o mampani na nando akufuado ni bosha o de share apiete man say obeshema omodan no ya say si na 97.5 na de na ye anwanwasem wom kakra ne say enche ye bia ne ye ti se na Ghana of obi ka say ye de apiete support fund ni musika me kosi National Cathedral era honorable Jinapo ejina simpie so kama amamfo nyina te se enye no kura da se ye de apiete support fund musika kosi National Cathedral na hwebe okoi na obekọ ntum na obo na manye wie na nanom nso ma minister ya we se okona sempanifo beba na danjie na tumi ahyase a ade se ye ya amane ni amane de ma asase no let us say bibia ye kama nti wa hye na otumienu edi anim no nananom ne mpanifo nhye no munye sa amane no na ni na wotu ba ko beto so aka homa na ye na otumiensa no mpanifo nso aya ahoboa na hye ema ya onumaba na ya bede aso abofom na chese apiete det na nkasa asekuru no ye behe na ya tichire kuru no minia yo sese
eho bokode efise bra atoye ntem ne bae no yenya ne tise merima ne bi ne mmea no wontumi ene won yiremu nkonnam adena hye won so ya ma osuro ne ade sese otumi so haw na bae no nkrofo wura afika kra
yo minia amza asem we ya wo kanu boko sa na tiefu a otie omu asem ru a wo kan bombe na president na we kwana umwaka ayade a Nyankasa as deputy admin director na me gene ho say yamfa ni say wo yiri kura ana wo ge abesraw na bi a wo nche da ni dan hatete a wo fam za America kra no na me ne me yiri ti na simam ye nupe edan nyina bubu na afi ya beda ba bi a ye nya ba bi enkena oje ahom kise mpa nti nyina ka ho na ma mpanifo hwe ye ma ye chair dan so nche ye mu no ye consider parent wo anyinyi kakra mpa ye ma extra one emom no menka sem we nyame anim no kore se enye obi bia oya pieti ni bia na enya dan ni bia dem emom no ye de o ba attempt ni mu ne die 99% enya dan a asomdwe wo na amanfo na start onuma dwumadie kama many say last 2 weeks IOM International Organization for Migration whereby at the ma a former kuma 63 kafo second Wellington boot me in foodie so mo fan start wo nyuma plantain chips obia mto body oil dokofo mu bro mu da say ni ade it's like they are getting back to their normal business. Inti any system no asa ba 19 na mu 6 hour Sisi America Savin Bonasa does. That just Minkamu will be there to be and Jews would me say and go more possible.
You are a Sane, we had a cry. Obey a rainbow tape near Bruchiri. Yet I was what did you, Brano Napiate, if I be the one from you.
You said that was it, Sansa, see journalist Morgan, about the market in a rainbow for my idea. Uncle Pong come on a year with me.
Radio 87.5 FM.
And went to the 92.4 mile in London. They were at your whim, or Benus and Anjangria. You, Nayati, a deputy NADMO coordinator, Prestia Univalley Municipality at Remantem, Royal Louis, Afo. The baby I had to Apiacho, minim so where stadium minim sport up next.
The real facts, best analysis. This is Rainbow Sports. Rainbow Sports.
Yemfa gudi Nsem ayensaka entwa kase no so enawei efama etiefo na ase no so ema me se amano Nsem ene afisem ayensaka ene aboabo no ye de eba kete we se enye dodo awrewre bia de se na efata na ewo se wote no eno na Mr. Stana ashama me se me bekenkan emfama mo edia meje so fantastic KG afei tie radio ni din ye ba ye be sase e de free microphone close so amano ne
Rainbow Radio.
Yedi abruchiri Ghana. Yedi Ghana akwa abruchiri.
Yensen semno asemfa free calf wo mo akache na ne calf mpanyifo atumi ababonten na wo de ababetu ja se coach of the year e mema na fem e ba ne se calf wo mo sujumadi adabi o mo yina o mo bo coaches no wo mo abaso no e yade se broncher di ni kamo malu wono eye coach Edima Burkina Faso and Ami Abdo ensuye coach Edima Comoros Papa di ni Carlos Queiroz wono no eye coach Edima Egypt and a Pisu Mosmani no ba Juma Edima Ali na already day any Tom Saint Fate wono so ewo ye the Gambia and a from it bench wono so Ares Bekani Vahid Lahozojic and so ewo Morocco and already day any Walid Regrugi wono so ewo Wydad Athletic Club na Papa di Aliou Cisse and oye coach Edima Senegal national team and a Mandela Nikazi one so aye coach Edima Orlando Paris when we mrante ne ka from pan for abo mudi so mba betwem na afi no o matuma shortlist na ukopie cup player of the year Red Maris aye Abrantia one free Algeria wasila kind of Manchester City the day atuma bepiem Bertrand Traoré one so din ewom and Abrantia the day and a Bloody Tory emrante the day edoso visit Abubakar every Cameroon o se academy anaze the day ewom Oran dini Tonko Ekambi every Cameroon one is seka any Malion one is di wom edia udo bebrena and so etumi piemo na Mohamed Salah nyina omudi enso etumi piem na Cafion player of the year no eyade se eno so nominations no eno etumi abakama na Kamal Din Sulemana ebo esina academy Rene one every Ghana ni di ewom eno ene Nsem kakra nei eno so efiro eba na ukopiemo Ali Boboko no wom akachia and then we reported second say omatuma appoint to already din and Ricardo Suarez I want every Portugal say nei omaye coach and from Ali club no and only kakra nei yansaka ye de eba na yentuo su kopie mo Kalidu eyekule Bali one so akache na Selswam said agent at the din any Fari Ramadani papa ni say nei no okoko Chelsea mpanyfo na watu na matwetwe nkomo e London na branch no ono ba be second etumi dia match Chelsea na Manchester City nei yamfa to just say Neymar one free Paris Saint-Germain o my credit say on between 67.5 million euros etumi akọ fa branch the din eso any Neymar nei wa be second etumi dia maboboku a the any Manchester City and only kakra nei ye de efiri so e de eba na Paris Saint-Germain boboko no o matuma complete deal FC Porto Abrantia the day any Vitinha and then confirm said Abrantia be PMO PSG and oba be sekan etumi dia mo to 2027 and an contract no and so ebe to be ande na officially no papa di Ernesto Valverde a one year former Barcelona manager no and nei o matuma announce said one na coach Edema Club the din Athletic Club and nei yadisa results announce say report no and so edi tudwa yengina so ni anten ye ba ye betiba kopiem e wo fie na yetumi edi afisam no atoa so
Rainbow Radio 87.5 FM.
Yemfa afisam no entoa so na wiei efam atiefo de nei ye hyase etumi de African Ghana football wo mo so akache na se no suma me se nei no Autonomous League mpanfo de to dwa se e kombeso mo sha se na kanyame aduma next season no eno so etumi to dwa e o man Ghana no ene mpanfo se fa to dwa se omuko asetena no omu bese Autonomous League no omu gibrepa na afi no omu tumi yamu hwehwemu yie na omu de niamagu na akwamtinya me aduma mpanfo o ma dwen se 2020-2023 and as a 2023-2024 season no and mpanfo be tiba jatum na afi no Autonomous League no eno so etumi asase na kunani yadom e ya branch ba ko sekan e di mabobo ko di ni wafa and the reporter me sekan se how to for panyimfo etumi akado se ne no abrante no ometiba kofa no be sekan etumi dia maklaba ne di esoni how to folk na reporter me sekan se $50,000 and mpanfo be se ne no how to for bobo ko no etua na $5,000 pe no metua and we ten no management any board members no wo mo hwa ni so betima contribute na from matuma nyeska e de kokofa branch de din any kunadi yadom eno ni kakra nei eno so every word eba na muda siri sarifu e ya branch ba ko a wonu seka edi ma asante koloko nyame yaduma next month e be wura no 21st July the contract no eno so ebetima ende eno ta asante koloko si nei no o mai credo se o etumi a open officer wo mo hwe se club itumi ba o betumi ja branch de din eno muda siri sarifu etumi dia ma o na afei wono akwa seka edi wo ho media ma sporting club akache e won ya bawura na branch ba ko no fila Côte d'Ivoire ni didi Nsem Bature wo sekan anima santiko recorda na wono no ya de se Ghana hadie wo sekan chepa ene ya de sa krato fo boboko no e ho ene wo sekan na se mediama e ho ene wo sekan na reporter me sekan se mediama force nyame aduma na season no abrante na hwe ya no man to aso antumi ne nya aduma ne nyina se wo mogire pass ne behavior bi e ho ense emfata eno ne kakra nei ye seka edi free ho ga campaign for se emfatudwa ene omekoye meeting eti ehwe ni muse nyame aduma se top 4 ene ebebo se top 6 ene ebebo empan for se ne no o mpese obni akra to fo boboko eka ho esense o mogire se heart atuma qualifier okwakobo confederation eno tene so ndo muka ho a ebetuma prepare wo mo na o mo so tiba kobo Africa eno ni reporter yense eka na reporter yense kan se abranto seka edema asgoda the di ene ya wano no wono atuma san 4-year contract ede amaboboku a the di ni Ismailia no ewo Egypt eno ni kakra nei eno so efiro ed eba Richmond ayi eye goalkeeper edema akrato fo boboko no ene abrante no wode sema do ede atudwa wo so be piem ewo Ghana ha eya de sa atofo boboko no wo mo ene ye club ene no wo mo ensu goalkeepers no wo mo ewo bi pa wo mo eye very better na abrante no hyase se wono owura de di Richmond aye ata wono enso sia kan de national team leader ena afen so wono etumi the place outdoor edi atutu dwa yenko tie nsema abrante de Richmond ayi wode tudwa
yo because national team keepers attack blaster na ball na 23 building so call local and your senior the means and so on so the experience there you are the best we should keep us like it and the achievement now you are the best.
Rainbow Radio 87.5 FM.
When is some how to folk goalkeeper the thing any Richmond ayi one editor na enko ne ekopiem e won semfu fromu abrante ba ko ne dini Samuel Inkum we say kan edema asante kokoda ene oboni nkui edema never said that until the bones are rotten na abrante we wakwa mo ne akose kan ene obepiem nei oba adwuma edema atofo bobuko no abrante na tumi ne sema do edi atudwa wo so won won feri se nei o say kan o Ghana Premier League no na wagidie pa se yenso ye die nie enu tene na nije ho enso o Ghana Premier League ni yenkotie.
I think me coming back is something that I planned because when I was coming back, I was 1 year contract before me coming back, and I decided that I want to come and play Ghana League because League are more platform and they will be able to some linkum. So there's no point or there's no and BBS say you feel shy to come back. Some of the players, every time I use Brazilians as example, when they go to Europe and they see that things are not working well for them, they go back, play again. So it's not about because Obia playing was I was having 1 year contract, but I canceled the contract to come because I also want to bring the experience in the game because that is what we have. So that is why I
Rainbow Radio 87.5 FM.
When is some Branton and Samuel Inkum Ebwe what you editor na enweti no Ebwe saka kra na was enei obetu atofo bobo konefo esan se ukopiem ewo Africa when you adequate preparation and with your name so when you adequate preparation a lot of questions and you bet to our club no one say ya na performance no ajiegu
unimisa don the day unje cap na unboka nko the hotel unboka enko for flight ni ade but we need that so say ubejia sanya manyema nyina ubetimi aye na abuo team no nti I think say teams no if you really want us to go and take the cup and which we know say easy going to play Africa no they be amekase easy tournament bia the whole Africa nti obia representing the mine nti set tournament no kwana 1 year full prepare. I think there will be a lot of question mark.
Rainbow Radio 87.5 FM.
Waiting some already din Samuel Ikum Ebwe. What it to Jayina so now Yamfa and summoning na infancy. Now Mr. Stena, a surge mediano edimami, a Shabba community fee, one so attached, Edia Mejiso, a fantastic KG, Miss Oso, na Mako, na Eja Oba, and on Concro Cassiano, Atwaso, Rainbow Radio International. 87.5 over.
Then now pepper we are. Then now pepper we are.
Oh, Yamesum.
Into Yasuko. I go. You. Busiafo, Mama, ha. Bibi sana sasa mfweya. Unse Yamesum no kraba mo deng. Ubon pa ni wi abeda deng. Adum City Estate me kan fwa ma. Everywhere ku apem. Dey be also makura. Minya 2 bedroom and sana me waranke. Na me say everywhere ku apem. Yehowa be ye wadum. To scan kakra adum City Estate was asenso wo bia ya odan ne won na me de mize odan no wan ankasa 2 to 4 bedrooms wo drive back to International Airport yen wi gina bian 20 to 25 minutes no wadu 200,000 2 billion to scan now the ato na ne aka no be ma flexible terms now the atua fre 0509 56 2543 0501 289066 Adum City Estate, the pride of housing.
Abusia yakuya nimdi ama ni abo kase Grace Homeopathic Clinic wa asamodema me ba choko Grace Homeopathic Clinic said your condition ni tie biara obenyu ayaresa me ba cho ye leading homeopathic clinic in Ghana yanam homeopathic kwanso so manfo yarewa huduo bia yaniti yade bia no etete wono any Grace enkasa general consulting, lab service, general body scan, physiotherapy, dietary counseling. Ni nyina ye free ewo Grace Homeopathic Clinic. Me ba cho Medina kachi abo last stop. Fred Dr. Grace 0556 181 666 0556 181 666 and 0200 067 500. Na ye free Grace Homeopathic Clinic na ye the way so ama bema if you want to stay healthy pa ma onsenka health link healthy man tablet ebeboa wa ankasa edidwuma nwanwaso woni padua no mu ama o stay healthy ankasa me ba cho creatine wo mu e ma vigor vitality energy a build your muscles ama o ye strong ankasa Korean ginseng extract wom a chese reduce stress obi won ma wo hia no no ka cho so me afina mo 30 years and 35 years so hwe na nima aso obe 50 years ye wanyini aja wumfie enye de bia me ka se ma wumfie no mo nyini nyaw obi opa wo hia no ka cho so me 45 years so be ka se we are sure because who na look very young and you know not just a health drink healthy man tablet e dinner sa mama ne wo anti aging property wo mu a eyema opa wo benya bi wo pharmacy ne chemical shops ahudom Ghana fa na ba bia Pharmatrust Pharmacy and a different UK abrewo Bowra any of their branches mu on Sabekabi Frey Pharmatrust 0561 088 666 0561 088 666 and 0561 088 663.
Chironi se bribia wa shase ne ewawie kaseboyi yedemu esi Daniel Kofia Suku osa nsem ni nyina mu meye se kronyin se mekwan a mefinka sonwenim efei ebriwu ekuapema be baate etian obo ochidom nefina najwa da kro mebo no kurudin wo yeke ono so bo na chidom efuesi kapa bukuruwa e ofiwa na okosa won kwaye ho se na fe nhyiraba wo nyina boy echi dom yana yesom mu eyeme kwadwo esiedu ansa me ne anuanom
kwabena Japan ana afi
mame yafra entry wezi agone ya woda edamu nyama semamo enitie
Rainbow Radio.
Yandi abrochiri aba Ghana. Yandi Ghana akwa abrochiri.
Wacha papa.